Thank you very much. Well, good morning, Marietta. I want to thank you, Mayor Thunder, for being here, honoring us with your presence. Shan, Jeff, Paul, Cliff, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address this momentous occasion. I want to thank the F-22 Songbirds for that awesome rendition of the national anthem. How about that? And finally, I want to thank the folks who put this together, because this is an incredible ceremony. Everything's perfect. And these kinds of things don't pull themselves off. It takes a lot of hard work, so thank you very much. But most importantly, I want to thank each and every one of the Lockheed employees that are here today for your years of hard work and dedication that you put into developing, producing, and now sustaining the F-22 Raptor, this awesome fighter weapon system we have right over here. What a special event this is today. The rollout of the last F-22. You should see the view that I have from here. You got this beautiful aircraft. I see employees back as far as I can see, but the line looks lonely, and that's a bit of a bummer. But what will happen is this line will be filled at some point with other aircraft, and you're going to go on, and you're going to continue building fighters for America, and that's something that needs to be celebrated. So, as Jeff mentioned, this rollout of the last F-22 is not the end, but just the beginning. It's a perfect day to reflect and celebrate the unbelievable accomplishments that you've achieved here in this complex over the years. Nothing short of delivering the most feared fighter in the world, of developing and producing a fighter that people said could never happen, with tolerances that are tighter than that we see on the space shuttle, and we're going to mass produce it, and we're going to do it in locations around the U.S., and we're going to bring it all together here in Marietta, and we're going to figure this out. That's what you did. Accomplishments such as delivering the last 101 aircraft on time, on schedule. 55 of those zero defect. How about a round of applause for that? That, by the way, is the highest zero defect rate ever achieved in military aviation. It's a time to celebrate accomplishments like 3 million man-hours without a lost workday, and your ability to advance the quality of this aircraft such that you ended up cutting DCMA's inspection findings in half over the years. But I'm convinced that these accomplishments are not just because of your hard work, because of your skilled hands, because of your attention to detail. I think that you achieve these accomplishments because of what's in your heart. That's what really made the difference. From the very beginning, day after day, week after week, people like Ernie Marler, Lynn Whitlock, Ron Brown, Guy Bishop, and many, many others from the entire enterprise worked as one to overcome the many, many challenges that you faced. Each of you faithfully drove yourselves and other members of your team to ensure our combat forces would have the highest quality weapon system available. Early on, your ingenuity and innovativeness turned out to be a model for Lockheed Martin's continuous process improvement program. And during LRIP, when you declared a war on cost, the PIP projects, many of which were developed, by those of you standing right out here, saved something like $2.75 billion for America. How about a round of applause for that? But to me, in the midst of all these accomplishments, nothing speaks clearer to your dedication than 4195. Because that aircraft, the last aircraft, has been right on time, just like the last 100 before it. It went through its final inspection with 0 defects, 0 FOD, and you maintained that quality all the way to the bitter end. So when we talked about finishing strong, you guys finished strong, and I'm very proud of you. Folks, you don't do this and achieve these kinds of results without your hearts being in the game. It's clear to me that yours was and remains so today. Now, I told you earlier that today's event is a special event. This ceremony is a true honor and privilege for me to come here and speak. But it's extra special for me because I'm going to retire on Friday. And this ceremony is the last official thing that I will do on active duty, speaking here today. And so it's really special. Tomorrow, my friends and family are rolling into Dayton, and then over Thursday and Friday, we'll have a number of dinners and ceremonies and things of that sort. So you can just imagine what Mrs. Frisbee said to me last week when I told her I was going TDY today. She said, "You got to be kidding me. Don't you realize how much work we have to do?" I said, "Yeah, but there's no place I'd rather be than right here, right now, talking to you as we roll out 4195. I want to be able to tell you how grateful I am, how grateful your nation is for each and every one of you. War is serious business, folks. National security is serious business, and that's the business that we're in. What you, each and every one of you, have been doing and producing the F-22 over these years is giving our men, such as some of those sitting right here today in the audience, a weapon system like none other in the world. So like Patton said, that other poor, you-know-what, could die for his country. That's the business that we're in. And you providing our warriors with such an advantage is something we're grateful for and you should be proud of. And I'm not talking about a little advantage. I'm talking like 300 to 1 advantage, odds that you wouldn't want to be on the losing end of. The F-22s allow us to take the fight where we want, when we want. The bad guys know this, and they stay awake at night worrying about it. And this fact alone is why the F-22 is in the fight every single day, doing its part in protecting our nation and playing a vital role in deterring our most challenging threats. We only have this game-changing aircraft because of you, because of the men and women that are standing in front of me today, and for that your nation is extremely grateful. For some of you, many of you, this marks a major transition as you're going to go off and you're going to work other weapon systems. For you, I say thanks. Thanks for taking care of business. Thanks for working so hard to find solutions to the many challenges that you faced. Thanks for making sure every step along the way, every process used in producing this aircraft was done perfect every time. Job well done, and Godspeed for the future. Once a Raptor, always a Raptor. I know you'll never forget that. And every time you see a Raptor, whether it's on TV, flying overhead, it's going to bring back some great memories. And you'll know that you took part in air power history and serving this great nation. Thank you very much. But the Raptor is not dead today. Folks, this isn't a funeral. This is a transition. For many of you, you're going to remain on the program, and you're going to help us sustain and modernize this aircraft for the foreseeable future. I thank you as well. Job well done. You have also overcome many, many challenges, and you should be very proud. We're grateful for the work that you've done. But we have much work ahead. We're getting closer, but we have yet to meet our aircraft availability rate, and we need to work on that. We've told our warfighters that we'll meet that in 2015, and we're on track to do that. I'd like to see us do it a little bit sooner, and we need your help in figuring out how to achieve that. Our enemy's not at rest. He's a living, breathing, thinking human being that's doing everything he can to take away the unique attributes of our Raptor, to take away that advantage that we've given our men and women that fly the Raptor. And because of that, we need to modernize this airplane. And we'll be doing that for the rest of its life. But a robust modernization program is not possible if we don't find ways to reduce costs. Everybody here knows the fiscal challenges that our nation faces. That will end up impacting F-22 along with all other weapon systems. And I need you to help us figure out how we can reduce that cost, how we can make our processes leaner and more effective. And we're doing well, but we need to continue to do better, and I need your help. And I will tell you that we won't come up with those solutions, and we won't have success because folks like myself, folks like Mr. Babione, Mr. Bay, Mr. Stone, develop some kind of a grand strategy. We're going to come up with that because of your ideas. This has to be a grassroots effort. You've done it before. We talked about what you did here in production, and I know we can do it again. I know you have it in you, and I charge you with going and helping us figure that out. So let me close today where I started. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It has been a privilege and honor to lead this enterprise over the last several years, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. On behalf of your entire government team, your United States Air Force, your Department of Defense, we thank you for all that you have done, all of your sacrifices, your hard work, your dedication, and your drive to succeed. Thank you for delivering the most feared fighter in the world, the F-22 Raptor.